Hello and welcome to a Get Ready With Me using one of my favorite palettes that I've done before. We're going to do it again because you know what? We can't all go out and buy new makeup every day. Well, some of us can. I choose not to. This palette though, I just love it. And you know, I was like, am I going to do the same palette I've done before? Yes, I am, because you know what? Repetition helps. So I thought, let's just do all the makeup. So guess what? I'm going to get a colonoscopy. Did you know that colon cancer is 100% preventable? This is my eye primer because I have combo oily skin and I have oily eyelids and I have like a little bit of a, I don't know what's going on, but I sneeze a lot. I sneezed so much yesterday and this is terrible, y'all. I shouldn't admit this, but on my way home from work last night, I am not used to sneezing, so I would turn away, but I would just sneeze. I'm like, oh, you're supposed to go like this. Oops. Anyhow, I sneezed a little bit this morning, but not too bad. And I don't think this necklace like 100% matches, but it's kind of like close enough. I don't hardly ever wear this necklace, so I just thought, let's wear the necklace today. That was my Il Makiage No Filter primer, which I love. I think it makes a huge difference. Now I'm going to use my Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Foundation. I go ahead and just squirt 2 squirts on my hand because that's how much I'm going to need. And then I dab a foundation brush in it. And I don't have her foundation brush, you know, which she says is amazing, and I bet it is. But then I wonder, is it really? And y'all, I still haven't bought new brushes. I just look at them and think about it. I just read The Power of Habit and Atomic Habits, which I think I've mentioned before. And the whole advertisers telling us we need things that we didn't even know we needed, it just hurts my heart. My husband said that there's people in the Senate and stuff trying to fight it, them gathering so much information on us. Of course, they'd probably just try to be sneaky and gather the information anyway, but oh, that really, I think I've already mentioned this once, but that really threw me for a loop. Like, I knew that they had information on us. I just didn't know to the extent. In the book, The Power of Habit, Charles Duhigg says they know more about us than we know about ourselves, and they can predict what we're going to buy before we can. That is crazy. Did you ever watch the, it's on Netflix, what's it called? The Social Dilemma. If you have not seen that, I highly encourage you to watch it. It has, a friend of mine would call them big twigs from Pinterest, Google, Facebook, and Twitter. None of them let their kids have a phone. And it talks about the artificial intelligence, and he's one of the guys in that says, you know, we always thought, well, we'll shut down AI before it gets to that level. And he said, it's there. It's past it. It's there. Yeah, we're done. It slipped right in. You know, we don't pay for Facebook. And he says, if you don't pay for a product, because the advertisers are paying for Facebook. He said, if you don't pay for a product, you are the product. I'm like, I really got off of social media for a long time after watching that. And I try to be very conscious to not just get on social media, but it is such a habit, as I've been reading my habit books. I'm trying to talk myself into the habit of I don't eat sugar anymore. Y'all, I had no sugar yesterday, but I also have a cold. I got home last night and was like, I haven't had any sugar. It's amazing. this redness I'm always trying to cover up. Oh, I guess I have a CPAP line too. Charming. It'll go away eventually. Just pat all that in. Oh, okay. I know I'm terrible about not finishing a thought. So I'm having a colonoscopy Monday. Colon cancer is 100% preventable. My friend Chastity has encouraged us to read the book Outlive, which I haven't read yet because I've just got so many books on my list that I'm going through. I just started a new one. Can't remember what it's called yet. Anyway, Outlive talks about how colon cancer is 100% preventable. And so I got a phone call the other day and it said, hello, we know you're getting a colonoscopy, blah, blah, blah. And we want to know if you'll participate in a study. And so really because of the books I've been reading lately, I was like, well, let me go, let's see what they say. So I called them up. First of all, it's a study on colon cancer, so I'm like, how do you have my name? She's like, your doctor said that Susie gave me this, and this is good stuff. I really, really, really like it. And right now it's still living in here, but I would not mind just going and sticking it in my purse because I think it might be my favorite. Anyway, so they're doing this study on colon cancer, and I'm like, how'd my name come up? And she said, we want to take blood of people who don't have cancer and compare it to the blood of people who do have cancer. And we want to make it where you don't have to get a colonoscopy anymore and it could just be a blood test. And I said, I volunteer as tribute. What do I need to do? And so this was on Monday. My colonoscopy is next Monday. And she said, we need to draw your blood, but it has to be 2 days before you start your fast. I'm like, perfect. I can come in on Thursday. And she's like, okay. And then she says, and it'll take about an hour and we're going to pay you $200. I was like, well, hot diggity dog. And they're going to do it 2 more times. And one of my friends yesterday was like, I want to do that. I'm like, right, let me ask them if they need any more volunteers. So, anywho, that is something I'll be doing on my day off. Just running down to Lebanon to give some blood. She said mostly it's filling out all the consent paperwork is what takes the bulk of the time. All right. So I've never participated in a study before, but I bet I'll be just darling at it. You know, you hear about those things. But wouldn't that be great to no longer have to get the colonoscopy? You're welcome. Hallelujah that somebody is studying that. Because my same friend that I was talking about a minute ago, she has a friend who had finally got her first colonoscopy at like 65 years old, and she said she will never do that again. Never. It's a very long time. And I was like, it's like the one thing that's completely preventable. Are you kidding me? But I had a colonoscopy like 15 years ago. So when I had mine, you would be knocked out all day. Like they'd wake you up and you'd go home, you'd get a ride home. But you would be, I went home and slept all day. And so I have really been, I'm 51. I was supposed to get a colonoscopy last year. I put it off because I just don't want to lose a day. So I finally book it. And when I went in to see my doctor, she said, now, this is going to be different from your last colonoscopy. She said, you're going to be wide awake when the procedure's over. You're not going to want to sleep. Like, I didn't even mention that. And I was like, are you kidding me? This is the whole reason I put this thing off. Because I don't want to lose a day. I feel like I'm already losing a day. So Sunday is my day to start prep, which is really just the fast. I don't start the prep until 6 p.m. that night. You know, they change it all the time. So Sunday starts my fast, but you're supposed to drink 8 ounces of water every hour. And a lot of times we go to 2 churches. So we go to one church downtown Nashville, and then we go to a church in Hartsville. So it's just a lot of time on the road, and I cannot drink my water on Sundays because it's just too much water. I start drinking it at 2. And I'll drink a little bit before then, but they want me to have 8 ounces every hour, which is fine. I'm totally down with that. But I can't do that and be on the road and be in church. Like our first service, y'all, I'm not kidding you. We go to Mount Zion on Jefferson Street. It's amazing. His videos are on YouTube. Joseph Walker, Mount Zion. And you know what I'm going to do? I do not typically rewatch his videos and see what I was talking about. So I'm going to write down Mount Zion so I can include a link below so you can check it out. His sermons are amazing. They're so, so good. They are. His sermons are amazing. So anyway, we go to Mount Zion. Oh, and here's what I was going to say. So, of course, they have bathrooms. Nobody gets up in the middle of the service to go to the bathroom. You know whose bladder is over here hollering, I gotta go. Yeah, mine. I did actually see one person go to the bathroom last Sunday. I was like, oh. But you know, it's an old building, so the bathrooms are behind, like, you have to, here's the stage. I don't know what else to call it. And you have to walk up past the stage to go to the bathroom. Like, I have literally wondered, can I just walk out the front door and around the building and then come in where the bathrooms are back there? So that nobody knows what's happening and I'm not walking down to the front because nobody does that. Yeah, I am that weird. I thought about that. So anyway, all this to say, we ain't going to church Sunday because I'm going to be drinking water and eating Jell-O. What else do I get to have? I kind of thought you could have pudding, but I think they took that off the list. So I can have chicken broth. Isn't that going to be precious? Chicken broth, Jell-O, but you can't have red or orange Jell-O, like the best flavors. Lemon lime? You guys know that? I mean, I don't even know what flavors Jell-O comes in, but I'm going to happily slurp up some Jell-O on Sunday. Oh, and then 6 hours before your colonoscopy. So mine is at 10. So at 4 a.m., I have to get up Monday morning and drink some more of that stuff and then drink like 16 ounces of water. And then that may be it. And then you don't get to have anything else to drink until after your colonoscopy. I am going to be thinking I'm dying of thirst because I love drinking things. It's my favorite. Right now I have my Nova Nutrition in here in this fun cup. Plus, you know, when you have it in a cup like this, it doesn't sweat. I know, I'm late to the game sometimes. And the ice will keep it, you know, it'll just stay cold all day. So there's no need to try to like slurp that down really quick because it's going to melt because it ain't. Okay. I felt like, I'm just doing my makeup here. I felt like I could feel some hairs. I had laser done. Oh gosh, when did I have that done? 2021. Yeah, I'd say I had laser done in 2021. And you need to get it done sooner rather than later. I had a goatee. I had like a mustache, I had the sides, and then I had all this hair. And I would, you know, I started waxing and just always having tweezers with me, like, you know, when I was in my 20s and 30s. And then when I got into my 40s, the wax was tearing my skin up. So, and I mean, I think too, I don't know, the older I get, the more I just kind of hate waxing. It hurts. So, anyhow, so I just did the lightest color, and now I'm just going to use this color right here. And you just come in on this outer edge. You're just softly applying and brushing and blending, and you're just softly doing this. What was I talking about? Maybe it'll come back to me. I remembered it for about 30 seconds, and then there it went, right out of my little brain. Okay, well, let's change the subject. Sorry about that. Maybe we'll come back to it. Maybe we won't. I feed the birds outside. Wintertime is a great time to feed the birds because it's harder for them to find food. So let me encourage you to go feed those birdies. And then you need to feed them good food because, right, we're feeding them because we want to take care of them. So I feed them black oil sunflower. And I don't generally... I have a tube feeder, and I'll put like wild bird seed in that, just that wild bird seed mix. But you know, of course, we're finding out there's a lot of filler in there. So anyway, I bought this bougie bird seed. I swear I saw a pecan in there. It's got all these nuts and this may have been the nut and fruit blend. I don't know, but it was like no filler, blah, blah, blah. And it was, I think it was like $35 for a 25-pound bag. So, I mean, I thought that was really high. Anyway, so I put the bird seed in the tube, and it has just sat there. Nothing's happening, you know. And I'm like, yeah, it looks like it's gone down a little bit. But, I mean, that tube feeder, they also have a tray feeder. So you can get ground birds if you have a tray feeder. And they sell these online. But cardinals and blue jays are mean, but anyway. Woodpeckers. I'm about to sneeze, y'all. Oh no. Well, wasn't that precious? Okay, so the tube feeder is going to get the non-ground birds. I almost just popped my contact out. Okay, sorry about this. So it took them like 36 hours to realize that there was new bougie bird seed in that tube feeder. And now they are all over it. I mean, there were like 10 birds out there the other day. And that tube feeder only has 3 openings, maybe 4. Birds were everywhere. It may have been more. I don't know. It was awesome though. It was super, super awesome. And then I pull out my camera to take a picture. They are so camera shy. I'm in the house looking at them, and then I whip out the camera and they all go away. Every single one of them. But they are loving their bougie bird seed. So that's fun. Okay, so I've done this. All I've done is 2 colors. I mean, you could be done right now, but why stop here? Let's not. Next, I'm going to do my little shimmer. And I start on the inner corner and just blend this out. And then we're just kind of just blending this in. And then do the other eyeball. You know, have you heard that at a certain age you're not supposed to use shimmer? I mean, I just don't know that that's true. Also, you can have long hair and be over 60. You know, when I was a kid, you couldn't do that, but now you can. So now I'm just dabbing in this black, and this shimmer right here is what I used a second ago, but I'm dabbing in this Moon Swept. And just coming right here in my outer corner, but above the eyelid. I'm not sweeping it out past my eyeball. It's just right here. This is my fake eyelash hack. And it gives you a little depth and a little power. And I get more compliments on my makeup now. I told somebody yesterday, I said, I know how to improve your makeup. Start a YouTube channel. It really did. It's like when my niece said she was thinking of doing a financial podcast. I'm like, girl, you will learn so much from doing that. It would be amazing. Okay, let's see. Looking good in the neighborhood. Let's put on more. Why stop here? Let's do a little more. So I'm being very careful to keep this at my lash line and not go crazy, because this is black eyeshadow. We're just adding some depth and dimension right there. Just a little. Okay. Wipe off my brush and take my blender and just blend a little bit. I don't know if this does anything, but it makes me feel better. And okay, and then the one thing I forget all the time, did I tell y'all I forgot eyeliner on my lower lashes on Sunday? Walk into the bathroom at church and I'm like, there appears to be a problem. Okay, so I just used this color here, which is called Shifting Sands. And just did a little bit of that under your lower lash line, and then you just bring it out and just make sure that's blended in. That's all. We're not doing a wing or anything. We're just making it pretty. And then let's do eyeliner. I know what happened. I cooked bacon in the oven, and so last Sunday my timer went off. So I went to rescue the bacon from the oven, and I probably just stopped doing my makeup altogether and went and cooked the rest of my breakfast, and then I forgot all my eyeliner. Oops. This Victoria Beckham eyeliner has quickly become my very favorite because it is waterproof and doesn't move. Go Victoria, it's your birthday. I'm gonna call her Vicky. You never hear anybody do that though, so I'm pretty sure she does not go by Vicky. And you know, with her English accent, she just sounds so posh. Okay, just thought it needed a little more shifting sand. All right, now I'm gonna do under, and I only go halfway, a little heavier in the outer corner, blend it out to soften it. Because I like my makeup to be like, I don't know what happened, but that looks good. Now I will say, I think this liner is hard to figure out how to use because it can be a little globby, or it doesn't always just draw out in a smooth line, and then you try blending it with the blender, and so it definitely took me a while to figure out how to do that, because sometimes I'd get it and it'd be way too thick, and I don't want a huge big black line under my eyeball. I want it to be perfect. I want it to be right where I want it. So then I take this brush and I just brush off any excess, anything. There is not anything. There wasn't anything on there today, which is fantastic. I'm surprised that Moon Swept, the dark shadow, didn't leave a little fallout, but it didn't. My nose yesterday, it was running so bad that I actually kept makeup. I was working, so I kept my little press compact, and I have one that has the little, you know, the little powder puff that fits in there. This is not it. So I kept this up there at my hair station, and I would blow my nose and reapply my makeup because my nose was so red. Is that TMI? Hope not. So let's curl the lashes, and then I'll be done. Let's see if we can get Macchiato to join us. Hello, handsome. Hi. Hello, come here. No, that was a negatory ghostwriter. I could get up and trace him around the room. I have 2 cats that are my favorites, and he is one of them. But I'm also his favorite, so, because Ernie's like, you have favorites, and I'm like, well, yeah. But I'm their favorites. You know, Sugar and Macchiato, they're just my buds. They sleep with me. I woke up this morning, Macchiato, it was 17 pounds of him was laying on me. What you doing, Mop Mop? I've got boxes in here. He's checking them out. We've quit going to Goodwill. We now go to a place in Lebanon called Haven House. And I think they help people who just got out of jail, which is such a need. So anyway, we donate to them. Besides, I don't like Goodwill anymore. I mean, I haven't really liked them for a long time. Everything they get is free, and they don't pay their people anything. I mean, what a freaking genius concept, of course. Donate the inventory to us, and we will sell it for you. It's like a perpetual yard sale. My ex-mother-in-law, oh my gosh. I've never seen anybody love Goodwill like she did. And thrift stores. And she could stay in there for hours, y'all, hours. And I am not that person. It was rough. I only went with her one time. Changing the subject. This morning, Ernie cooked my breakfast, and I washed my fork. I just, you know, it was just bacon and eggs on a paper plate. And so then after I ate, I went and washed my fork, and he was like, oh, thank you for washing your fork. And I said, it's the least I can do. And I said, literally, it's the least I can do. And he said, you know, I have never liked that expression. I said, yeah, I guess so. All right. This is my Victoria Beckham Vast Lash Mascara, and it works great for me. My mascara transfers to my eyelids if I don't use the right kind. The unfortunate thing is you have to buy Victoria Beckham's makeup from her website. So like Sephora, I could get free shipping, you know, or just go pick it up. I just got mascara all over my eyelid, but you know it's okay. You just wait till that dries, and then you just knock it off with a Q-tip. I mean, can you see that? Zoom in on all that mascara on my eyelid. Maybe it's not all that, but it kind of is. Some of my lashes are crazy though. They like curl in weird ways. I'm like, y'all are misbehaving. Now I'm gonna recurl these, although they don't look bad. We went to Natchez, Mississippi after Christmas with my family. Oh, I love Natchez. And my husband is just fascinated with the history of the houses, and he keeps sending me stuff. He's like, look at this, look at this. And there's so much more there than I even knew. There's this old abandoned house he was showing me this morning. And it was just beautiful, but supposedly it fell into disrepair in the 90s. And I mean, it looks terrible now. It looks really, really terrible. And the city of Natchez, the owner will not answer them. He lives in Jackson, Mississippi. And they are thinking of restoring the house and making the owner pay for the restoration through fines. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. But it is a beautiful home, or it was. I don't even think it's structurally sound anymore, and somebody started a fire in it at some point. So the guy that owns it, his parents owned it. And so then when they passed away, it got left to him. It's like called the Love House or the Love Court. I don't know. Anyway, the whole big point is the city of Natchez is going to fix it up and charge the owner. Like, I didn't even know you could do that. But, all right. I think my makeup is done. Thanks for joining me. Please like and subscribe. And I've had a few friends, I've had more than one friend think that you had to pay when you subscribe. So that's funny. It's always good to mention if you're telling somebody who's new to YouTube, there are those people out there that it's free. You can pay. My husband pays for our YouTube so we don't get commercials, which is fabulous. So if you want to pay for YouTube and not get those commercials, 2 thumbs up for that. My girlfriend, we Marco Polo, and she'll say 2 thumbs up, but she's holding her phone with one hand, so she's like, 1 real, 1 imaginary. So I'm always like, this is 2 thumbs up. All right. Anyway, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Please leave me comments, and I'll talk to you next time.